This is me and my brother-in-law, Mike. You may remember him from this masterpiece that I posted in a video last week. Or how about this photo of the two of us at the dolphin experience in Florida? So the reason I'm showing you guys these pictures is I woke up this morning to a bunch of comments. Oh, speak of the devil. My sister again, hold on, talking about something else. But anyway, I woke up to a bunch of messages from my sister and my brother-in-law because if you remember last week, I did a video just doing an office tour. And one of the things I mentioned was that ball right there. If you haven't seen that video, you're gonna have to check it out and you'll see what I was talking about. But I showed some pictures of me at Disney and I said that this whole shelf is gonna have things that mean something to me, just some good memories. And it's still not finished, by the way. There's a lot more to come. I just need to get some photo frames. But anyway, I digress. This ball right here is from me and my brother-in-law. We used to throw it around, or we still, well, no, we don't. Go check out that video if you want the full story. But I posted some pictures of us at Disney. And I had no idea that my sister and my brother-in-law even knew about this second channel, this vlog channel we just started. But they did, and they watched it, and they thought it was hilarious that I showed this picture of my brother-in-law in the pool. Now, I told you guys, there was a lot of people from the Subscribe for Tacos community that were telling me to do the fitness journey videos before I even started them, because they said they needed a little bit of motivation, and maybe that would help. And now we have my brother-in-law saying he is now motivated as well because he saw that picture and he's like, I didn't like the way he looked. Now, obviously, today's Monday, and this fitness journey goes Monday through Sunday, so it's 7 days. But today, if you watched yesterday's video, it's my off day. I ran yesterday for 6 miles, and I'm forcing myself to take an off day. I'm actually not in any pain at all, but just in case we're taking an off day. So I thought we'd use this day one of this fitness journey video, since I'm not running today, just to catch up and talk to you guys a little bit about things that I may have missed or things that I've noticed since posting the first one. So first of all, I posted this picture right here of myself. And I said that, you know, I was trying to, I wasn't super overweight, but I was overweight enough. I had high blood pressure, all of this stuff. I was just, and I just needed to get healthier. And that's all it was. It wasn't even that I was trying to lose weight. I just wanted to get healthier. This was also a picture of me. Actually, let's go full screen for this one. This was on the same day as that picture. It was my birthday last year. And this one, you can see a little bit more, especially there that I'm sitting down, just how overweight I was, or unhealthy. I was overweight. There's no going around it. Here's another picture of me and a horse, my sister's horse, and here's another picture of me and my sister on said horse. Now, my sister, by the way, was laughing at my brother-in-law when he saw that picture in the last vlog. She thought it was funny. Well, guess what? You're not getting away with anything. Here's a little clip from that trip when I was back in England last year. Enjoy. But we also can't forget my brother-in-law's incredible dance moves. Let's take a look at that. So anyway, the start of this video, as you could probably tell already, it was just me making fun of my sister and my brother-in-law. So they are watching this. So hello, Ashley. Hello, Mike. My sister does have a YouTube channel as well, by the way. But I feel like I'm going to have to talk to her first before I send over the hordes to her channel, because she might not want all you people over there. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to convince her. She has horses. So she does a lot of horse content. And I'm still trying to convince her to do actual vlog style content. Instead of just showing the horse trails, do some vlogging content. But anyway, it's funny because when we were kids, she was the one that was all like into the artsy fartsy stuff and doing theater. And I was shy, introverted kid, and I still am. But I'm the one doing this bloody stuff. All right, so anyway, like I say, let's get into the serious matter here. So this is day 8. So I was going to do day 1 through 7, but I'm like, instead it'll just continue on for as far as we go. So today is technically day 8 since I've started this fitness journey videos. So first things first, like I say, I showed this picture of me being overweight. I also want people to know that it's not about the number, because I did see, you know, some people talking about that. It's not about the number. I'm not really, I weigh myself once a month. I'm not like counting like, oh, did I lose a pound? Did I not? Or did I gain weight? I don't care. And I want you guys to just know, like, I don't care about realistically my size. It's just a side effect, I guess, of trying to get healthy. Losing weight is just a side effect. This whole journey, like I say, is mainly about me just trying to get healthier. Like, I did no exercise, like I say. I sit down here, create YouTube videos, and I didn't get out. So I wanted to get fit. I wanted to be able to get out and walk and run and just lower my heart rate, my resting heart rate, my blood pressure. I just wanted to get fit and healthy again. I've been there before, and I know I can get there again. And this fitness journey that you're watching, by the way, like I said last video, it's a guarantee. I promise you. You just got to believe in yourself. And I believe 100% in myself that we are going to be in the best shape of my life. The best fitness I've been in over a decade. So another thing people talked about is biking, like mountain biking. So for that, let's go to the back garden.
Alright guys, so I've told you guys already that I've ordered some mics, but they're coming on Wednesday. So the first couple days of this vlog is going to be, you may hear wind. What can I say? You may hear some wind. But I've got you guys here on the tripod anyway now, which is good. I don't know if this is better video quality or the other way. Let me check. Genuinely, haven't got a bloody clue. So we're just going to have to figure it out together. So anyway, yesterday, I was reading the comments of the vlog and someone was saying, like, what about mountain biking? Can you do mountain biking? Is that going to help as well? And the short answer is yes. And I'm going to explain that here in a second. But first, let me show you the treadmill, because that's how I started out in June. So I want to show you exactly what it was. And this is exactly how I started my fitness journey back in June, just doing 30 minutes a day, which came out to about 1.5 miles in all honesty, just walking on this thing. Now keep in mind, like I say, I hated this thing. Let me show you exactly what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on the clock, and you can see from the last time I did it, it was 31 minutes, because I hated going over. So you would literally just hold this down and it resets it. And this is what you see. So when you start moving, ignore my bright red Ugg slippers. As soon as you start moving, you can see it shows you your speed and time and stuff like that. And stuff like this, I just personally absolutely hated. Like I couldn't do just looking at the clock, because I didn't want to be doing the exercise anyway. So then looking at the clock and seeing the time that it's taken for me to do this. Like I say, doing 30 minutes on this thing was brutal. But this is how I started off doing the exercise anyway. I did a few months on this thing, doing 30 minutes a day, which is better than nothing. I think that definitely helped prepare me for going to Florida, going to Disney for a couple of weeks. But anyway, you asked about bikes. And here's my bike. So I do have a bike. I need to pump the tires up right now. But I do have an off-roading bike. I bought this bike a few years ago and I absolutely love it. The problem with this is I ended up fracturing my elbow because I put clipping wheels on it going on off-roading, and I wasn't even moving fast. That's a story for another day, but I ended up fracturing my elbow and I haven't really been back out on it since. But I do love mountain biking and going out on the trails. But one of the things that I've noticed is that everyone on the trail these days seems to not even be using mountain bikes like that anymore. They seem to be using electric bikes. I see mountain bikes out on the trails, at least 5 of them a day when I do my running, and 99% of them have electric mountain bikes. So I can only assume most people are doing it for the fun, which is what I used to do. I didn't do it for exercise, I did it for fun. And the worst part was always the uphill. But now people have electric mountain bikes, they can do the uphill with ease. So doing it on a mountain bike, you're not going to really burn anywhere close to the amount of calories that I burn running these trails, because the flats are going to be fairly easy. The downhill, you just roll, and the uphill, like these guys are using electric bikes. But if you were using an actual bicycle, mountain bike to go up hills, most of the time, if you're not fit enough, you're going to be pushing it uphill anyway, not even riding it, so you may as well just run or walk up it. But if you guys are interested in that, maybe one of these days, one of these weeks, we'll actually go out and do a video on the mountain bike too, because I haven't been on it in years, and I think that could be fun, but I don't think I'm fit enough for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. So to round this little section up, these two things are incredible. The mountain bike, if you want to get into mountain biking, it's a lot of fun. Obviously doing trails, it's a lot of fun, but it's going to be a lot of work. And then something like this, a little treadmill, that's a great just way to start off. If you haven't done any exercise like me in like 15 years, doing 30 minutes a day on that definitely helps. And this, by the way, is the tripod that I have, that I'm going to be carrying around with me on these bloody runs. Looks like I'm holding a lightsaber. But the good thing about it is it turns into a tripod on the bottom, and it actually goes pretty high. So while I'm out on the trails, I can just put this up and talk to you guys.
So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Enough for today on day 1. Let's move on to day 2. The only other thing I've been doing today is just doing a little bit of foam rolling, which always seems to bloody hurt. So I don't know if it's a good thing I'm doing it or a bad thing. I don't know. But anyway, let's move on to day number 9, which is tomorrow, where we're going to be actually doing something again. Let's go. Welcome to your weekly update reminder. Now, this isn't the weekly update video. This is your weekly reminder.
What's up, guys? So, as you saw, just finished recording that video that you were just watching. It's actually posted. It's playing right here, right now. So that's been done. So now it is time for me to go and start warming up and get exercise going. But there's a few different new things in this office that I thought I'd just point out, because why the bloody hell not? So first and foremost, unfortunately, I'm still waiting on the cord to be able to use these microphones. So for today and most likely tomorrow, unless it comes early tomorrow morning, the audio is not going to be great until midway through this vlog, but a couple things that are new in here that I thought I'd share. So I got 2 new lights, which if I press this button right here, sorry, I'm not left-handed. So now I have lights that'll light up, which even though it's daytime outside right now, it definitely helps, because this is it with these lights on. So for when I'm recording, and this is it without. See the difference? It's insane, man. And these aren't even on full right now. Not only that, but I got a box light for in here. So this is obviously the thing I'm taking on my journey with me today. This is the little handheld like tripod. But I also got this box light. So now we've got bloody lights galore all over the place now, man. We've got a box light. Now the reason for this light is if I put you guys in here for when I'm vlogging. This obviously I'm not taking the light with me out on the trails. But when I'm in like this room right here, I can just turn this light on now. Okay, that may be too bright, but see, it's adjusted. And when I've got my microphone on me, you can't hear me very well. But I feel like me talking to you guys with this light is better than me talking to you with no light, like this. What do you think? I think the light's better. But also, we can make it... This is very cool light. Maybe we'll use this at Christmas. It's like snow. We have the very bright white light, but I can also turn it lower. But listen, I'm just showing you the goodies that I've got. This one may be a bit too bright in my face, but new toys, it's always a good thing. But anyway, a little update for today. So obviously I took a rest day yesterday. I told you guys I was going to do a rest day starting on Mondays. And I do feel completely fine, to be completely honest with you. I felt like I could have ran yesterday. Maybe I'll start walking on rest days. Or maybe I should just take a rest day. I think I should just take a rest day. But what I have done, which is cool and exciting, is I've got some new shoes. Now, I still have my old ones. Let me grab them. I feel like this microphone stand just needs to be like a foot taller, man. Like, I'm like 5'11". But like, if I have running shoes on or something that has a big thing on it, like it makes me like a 6 foot. But these new shoes, anyway, look. So... These are the old shoes. I say old, I've only wore them maybe 10 times. But these are the ones that I told you last time were causing me a lot of pain, specifically here. But they are more narrow. But I will say, these are the Solomon Speed Cross 5s. I will say that the last few times I've wore these, I've had no problems whatsoever. And they've been fine. So maybe I just needed to break them in. So I will be continuing to use these. But I did just buy some new ones that I was told are better for people with flat feet like me. And these are what we're going to be running in today. So these are the Ultra, I think it's Ultra Lone Peak 6s. Now the reason they're supposed to be good for people with flat feet, and I'll let you know how it goes today, but it's the same width all the way across, right? So like the difference is these have a big... It's like bigger on the heel and then it gets smaller on the front. Whereas these is the same all the way across, and it's supposed to mimic like barefoot running. But I'm flat feet, so this could be perfect for me because it is just... We'll find out, but this is what they look like. They're brand new. I'm going to be going out on the trail running in these things today. But I'll tell you what, I'm just putting them back on. They feel way more comfortable to walk in. Like I feel like in these, I could actually walk around. Not that I would, I'm only going to use them to run trails, but I feel like I could run to the store or something in these, and they feel like normal shoes. Whereas the others, even though they both have like, you know, this grip on the bottom, I feel like these ones, it feels like I'm wearing like football shoes or cleats or something. Like when I'm walking in these, it feels like I'm walking on like, you know, football shoes, cleats. Whereas the ones I'm wearing, the new ones don't feel like that. But anyway, it is day number 9. So I'm not going to show you the warm-ups like every single day, but I feel like for the first day, let's just do some warm-ups. Let's get outside. Alright, so far I've done about a 5-minute warm-up. The only thing I have left to do, groin stretches, is that what it's called? I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I've no idea what it's called. Just hope don't get any trying to avoid hurting my hip again. The only other thing I do is run. I run for a little bit. Let's do that now. Alright, so I think that's it. No pain at all. Zero. And no, I feel good. Feel good, feel warmed up. The shoes so far feel fine. No pain in my feet or anything like that. So the only thing left to do is get out on the trails. First, let me show you what I meant by that groin stretch. So I just remember I used to do it a lot when I did cross country in like high school. But essentially, it's just this. I don't know what the actual term for it is, but it's just doing this. I don't know how long to do it for either, I can't remember. I don't know, about 20 seconds. Alright, hopefully that's gonna stop me. I don't think it was that, let's be honest. Last week when I had the hip pain, it was from the running. It was pushing myself too hard. But you know what? Doing a little bit of stretching beforehand isn't gonna hurt. So, all right, let's get this thing going. All right, guys, we're officially at the start of the trail. Just gotta go up this part, make sure there's no one around, and I'll get back to you. All right, so like I say, it's Monday. No, it's not, it's Tuesday today. You can see there's a few people down here. I don't even know if you can see them. So, just so I'm not awkward filming myself, I'll come back to you guys in a little bit once we pass them. Because, don't want to be awkward, especially walking around with this bloody thing. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, man. All right, I'll come back to you in a sec. All right, there's no one around me right now, but I didn't want to stop and talk to you guys because at the end of the day, this is about fitness more than it is about me making videos about my fitness. So I'm trying to run to the Milestone up ahead, which is where I usually stop, take a breather. So I'll meet you guys there. Hey, so I think if it wasn't for me stopping and talking to you guys, I think this could have been my fastest mile I've ever done. I mean, on these trails. I think tomorrow what we'll do is like I did last week's video, where I came back to you guys when we were on, it's literally the peaks over here. I'll come back to you on those peaks because that's like 2 miles into the run. Or 1.5 miles, so at least I'll be able to do the first mile without any distractions. So anyway, I'll meet you guys back. We'll get to the peak and we'll see how it's going. I swear this thing just doesn't look as steep as it is in real life, man. I don't think any camera angle will showcase that. Oh, look at these views, man. Alright, let's talk for a sec. Alright, so it's beautiful today. Probably don't even need that new mic. But I still can't wait to get that thing, so it'll be better starting on Wednesday, like I say. Sorry I keep repeating myself, but It's annoying. So yeah, it's Monday today. No, it's Tuesday. I'm sweating bullets. It is hot today, as you can see by the sky. It's pretty dead though. There's a couple people out on the trails. Not really that much though that I'm gonna bump into anyone. Like, I don't even know if you guys can see them, but there's some people walking over there, someone on a bike, someone walking a dog. So it's not too bad, but I can hear the little ding-a-lings from the bikes. Talked about that earlier, about how people are on electric bikes now. I'll let you know the counter. I can see someone on a bike over there, but I don't know. It's too far away for me to see if it's electrical or not. But anyway, who cares? ADHD. So one of the things I wanted to bring up, because, you know, I had mentioned it I was talking to my brother-in-law about it, is, you know, he was saying he wants to get in shape, get fit. He just doesn't have time. And that made me think, you know, I am very fortunate to be in the position I'm in doing content creating for a living. My schedule is very flexible. So I understand that not a lot of people can probably just take, you know, an hour and a half out of their day to go on a 6-mile run when, you know, they work, they've got a job, they've got a family, you know, they get home, they've got to feed the kids, and, you know, totally understand that. So, you know what's crazy about being out here on these hills is that, your voice, because it's so quiet, everyone can hear you. So, like, if I'm here where I am now, right, and say somebody is on the top of this mountain over here, I'll be able to hear them talking. Even if they're just walking with someone, not shouting, I can hear them talking. So someone was just stopping on the trail, literally like a mile away, and looked at me. Just hear my voice carries. Probably can't understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, people don't have, you know, the time to be able to do this like I do. So I totally understand that. I will say, when I started out, before I was doing the 6 miles, like I told you, I was doing 2 miles a day. And I just did it on my lunch break. So I just made sure as soon as I had an hour lunch break, I'd go and I'd do it for 30 minutes hiking there and back, a mile each way. It was about 35 minutes. Get home, eat lunch, and then carry on with my day. And the other thing is, like, for me, I'm very strict about what I do, because I love doing this. And one of the things that people don't mention enough is that one of the reasons it gets so addictive, and the reason people love this and people love going to the gym, is because when you exercise, your body releases endorphins, which makes you feel fantastic. So you want to do it every day. But no, so the point I was trying to get to there is that some days I'll be trying to work on a video, and I just won't be able to get it. I just can't get it down. Or maybe, like, I can't think of like a video idea, and I'll be like, I just want to bloody go for a run, but I can't go for a run because I need to finish my work first. And that's one of the things I'm super strict on myself for, is that I won't do anything like exercise or anything for fun until I've done recording a video, editing a video, uploading a video. If it takes me until 6 p.m, I won't run until 6 p.m. You know, if it takes me all day and I can't go for a run, I won't go for a run. My doing YouTube content creation is always going to come first. That's the reason I'm able to come out here and do these runs, is because of that. So the amount of times I've literally told myself when I want to go for a run, that I'm like, no, what are you freaking doing, man? The only reason you can get up and go for a bloody run is because you do this content creation. So you can't get mad about it. And I love it, by the way. But anyway, let's continue on with this run. This first day, day 9, is going to be a bit longer than the rest of them. I'm sure the other ones will be a little bit shorter, because I don't want these videos all being 45 minutes. I'm sure you guys would lose your bloody minds. So anyway, let's continue on this run. So I will be running all the way down here, all the way to this peak, all the way down here, and then back. Once I'm all the way down in the valley, I'll be back up there, which is anyone down there? Can't see anyone, but that's where we'll be today. Alright, so at this point we're about halfway. I was up there earlier when I was pointing down here. That's where we were running. So we've came all the way down, and now behind me, if you can see, I don't know how easy it is to see, but we're going to be going down here, all the way down there to the bottom. So I'll meet you there. Alright, let's catch up here a little bit. So, it's pretty quiet. I've only seen a couple people. Just like a couple of kids that are skipping school by the looks of it. Don't blame them. When I was their age, I probably would have been down here at least a couple times of the year, that's for sure. But let's talk about the shoes. So the shoes actually feel great. They're a little loose. I feel like my other shoes, the ones that were hurting me, I feel like those were a little tighter and more secure. But overall, these things are pretty comfortable. Anyway, let's move on. Not bad, is it? I think we'll do some more videos down here later in the week. Maybe we'll go climb over. You can go across and I go up onto the other side, get a little bit of a better view of the waterfall. But it's a bloody beautiful day, man. It's weird because down here in the valleys, because obviously I'm going to be running all the way to the top of these mountains in a minute. But down here in these valleys, you run and it's like you get pockets. So it'll be hot air and then all of a sudden instantly it'll be freezing. Like it'll be freezing air, like as if it's like nighttime in the middle of winter. It's just the wildest thing. And then you'll come out of the pocket of air and it'll be hot again. And then it'll be freezing just because there's not a lot of airflow down here, I guess. But it's wild. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so this thing that you can see behind me doesn't look very high. I'll show you what it looks like when we just get to the peak of this part. But this is the hardest part of the entire trail, man. It's like I say, I don't even know if that looks steep to you guys, but this is me standing up straight. Doesn't do it any justice, does it? I'm never going to be able to show how steep this bloody thing is. The craziest part about it isn't what we've just done. It's it doesn't stop. So, gotta go up here. Just came from all the way down there. I feel like I'm cheating though, because I'm recording this video. Usually I don't stop going up this thing. Just gotta go for it. So I've cheated enough, so I'll get back to you guys when we get to the top. Actually, you know what? Let's have a little chat. So, eventually, I'm trying to push myself further and further, as you guys know. I think by the end of December, or mid-December, I want to be able to run this entire 6 miles, including these big hills. Because right now I walk up the hill, which is technically, if you look up trail running, that's what trail running is. I don't know why the lighting's so bad. It's bloody daytime, man. But no, so trail running is basically you run like 80% and then you hike 20%. So it's totally normal to do trail running and hiking things like this, I'm sweating, man. But I want to get to the point where I can run it all, like the entire thing. So I've definitely got room for improvement. Once I can run this entire trail, 6 miles, just running from start to finish, then I'll start taking you guys along with me on some other trails. But this is like my practice trail, this one. I started it doing 2 miles a day walking or hiking, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. And then once I got confident doing 6, I started running it. And that's where we're at. We're doing 2 miles running, 3 miles running, 4 miles. So once I can do this entire thing, running 6 miles will be good. So we made it up this thing. That's what I just came up. And you may notice how familiar this is, because this is where we started. And we went all the way down to the bottom. Basically came all the way near the waterfall and then back up here. Now what I do, in order to make sure that I can do 6 miles, is that thing I was just talking to you guys about that is bloody awful. This thing, I'm gonna go back down this and then back up the way we originally came. But first, since I don't bring a water bottle with me because it's too much to carry, even though I carry this bloody thing now, water fountains along the trail. Only in bloody California, man. All right, back down here we go. And again, it just doesn't do it justice how steep this bloody thing is, man. Oh well. So one of the things that I haven't really mentioned that much walking on these hikes or trails or running is, I said that there's like coyotes, there's rattlesnakes on these trails, there's black widows, tarantulas. But there's also mountain lions. And one of the places that scares me more than anything else every time I come to it is this. As I'm walking in, you can see it's about to get into shade. Now the reason this thing terrifies me so much is because this part literally gets so quiet. It looks like a jungle in here. I mean, look at this place. And you can always, 100% of the time, hear things rustling in the leaves. So yeah, it can get pretty spooky. You hear that? There's the light at the end of the bloody tunnel. Just gets me every time, man. I just put the cinematic on. I don't even know what the bloody cinematic does. The camera's still shaking, so I don't bloody know. But yeah, inside of there, terrifying. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of my run here. Almost 6 miles, I got about half a mile to go. Just finishing it up. According to my watch, burn around 900 calories. So by the time we get to the end, close to like 950. Sometimes I do 1,000, depends on how fast I go. But around 950 calories today, which isn't bad. I'll take that. So let's skip ahead until tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know how these shoes have done. So far, they feel like they've been fine. No pain. I do feel like the other ones are a little tighter, which makes me feel more secure, but they are more stiff, as you guys know. So, I don't know, but tomorrow will be the good telling point, because I'll be able to know if my feet are sore tomorrow or not. I feel like it felt like there was less support on the heel, so my knees running downhill. We'll see, only time will tell. So let's skip ahead until tomorrow when we're on that peak over there. Let's go. All right, ladies and gents. Day number 10. We're not up on the peak where I told you we were gonna be, but that's because it is absolutely, well, I say it's packed, it's not really that busy, but on Wednesdays, which it is today, I do these runs earlier in the day, so it's the morning right now, because I'm busy. There's the weekly update over on my other channel, my gaming channel. and I have to be there for that. So I do these earlier in the morning, and everyone is out in the mornings, man. This is where you want to be, it seems. Like every single mother, child, husband, father, and their dogs and cats are all out on this bloody trail this morning, I'll tell you. So where I am at, you can tell. So this, I mean, like I showed you earlier in the vlog, there was water fountains and stuff on this trail. I think back in the 60s, this place was probably popping off. Like when it was all, because there's, if you see, there's a bunch of benches down here in this area. Also, there's a bunch of these for horses, like loads of them for horses. So I feel like back in the day, like in the 60s, people probably used to come down here, go camping. It looks like that used to be like a big fire pit or something like that. But the reason I don't have my tripod out, like I say, I had it out for a minute and I just felt awkward. Like every time I've been meaning to start vlogging and talking to you guys, people have just shown up. God forbid people are on a trail, you know what I mean? But it's usually not this busy, man. Up there is where I was supposed to, can you even see? Is it gonna focus? Up on the mountains anyway is where I said I was gonna come back to you guys. But so different shoes today. We're back to the other ones. Not because the other ones hurt. Actually, I have no pain whatsoever today. I actually feel fine. So that's the good news. But I did want to put these on just to try them again. I feel like these ones are more like racing shoes, if that makes sense. Like they just feel so much tighter that I could just run a race in them, versus the other ones are a lot more roomy, and I feel like I could like twist an ankle or something wearing the other ones. So yeah, update. The shoes were great, no pain whatsoever. I've never actually been down here where I'm walking. So also time, I said the reason I was going to come back to you guys here is because I wanted to talk to you, or I wanted to run the first mile by myself and see how I did. It is beautiful down here. I've never been to this part. But I wanted to see how I do, and I did it in 11 minutes flat, which is better. Is it the best I've ever? No, it's not the best. I think the best I've done this the first mile of the trail was like 10 minutes and 10 minutes 30 seconds. So I'm not sure why it was slower, because I felt like I was running more than I usually do. So that's interesting. Also, the speed that I do it in doesn't really matter that much, because it's a trail, right? I'm not running on streets. The conditions, the weathers, the ground, it can make it longer or shorter. But the reason I do measure it is because I'm trying to get to the point where I can run the entire first mile. And right now, I started off doing a mile running, a mile walking, a mile running, a mile walking. A minute walking, a minute running, a minute walking, a minute running. But I keep pushing myself, so now I'm at the point where it's like 4 minutes. There's somebody there, and I told you I feel super awkward. Someone walked past. Dude, like I say, it's weird because on Sundays it's super busy, like families are out and everything like that, but they're all there's big pockets in between them so I can vlog. Today it's not as busy, but everyone seems to be spread out evenly. It's like everyone has like 10 minutes between them on the entire thing. Instead of being grouped up in places, they're all like 10 minutes apart. So there's people everywhere. But anyway, yeah, so I got to the point where it's like 4 minutes running and then a minute off, 4 minutes running. So I'm trying to get to the point anyway that I can run the first mile, the whole thing. And I think I can do it in like 9 minutes. I want to get to at least 10 minutes. But right now, today we hit an 11 minutes flat. So we've got some improving to do. But also, like the fastest I've ever run is a 6 minute mile. The 6 minute mile when I used to do cross country. But a lot of that's on street too. Like I say, right now we've done like 600 feet elevation gain. So it's a lot different than running on the streets. But I need to get moving anyway. But I just wanted to let you know the feet feel good. We're pushing ourselves a little bit further. And you know what? I think that's all I have to say. Unless we're going to come back and talk to you guys in a little bit. There's too many bloody people around. I feel bloody awkward as hell today vlogging. I don't know what it is. Usually I feel fine, but today I feel like everyone's just out watching. So I'll probably catch up to you guys actually tomorrow, because the first half of this vlog has been so bloody busy, or so long I should say, that, you know, we should probably keep these days a little shorter towards the end. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully up on that bloody peak where there's nobody. What's up, guys? Look what I've got. New bloody mics. So I don't know whether to clip it right here and talk like this, which probably makes the most sense. Or I've seen some people do it here, and that kind of works too. I think we'll just put it on my shirt for now. So anyway, happy bloody day 11, which for me is the Thursday. I just got done doing a video for my gaming channel, Subscribe for Tacos. The new winter DLC's out, but look how beautiful this is, man. I mean, everywhere is just looking gorgeous. I don't even know if it shows that well on the camera, but it is beautiful right now with the clouds. So you guys can hear me all the way over here now with this mic. I can literally go like 200 meters. Down there is where I was yesterday when I was vlogging next to the river when I was talking to you guys. Crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. Today's been pretty brutal. And yesterday, I was just kind of off. I was just feeling a little weird the last couple days. I don't know if I'm sick. I don't think I'm sick. Just, you know, when you're just low energy. And I've been feeling super low energy. Today, the same, almost kind of like shaky. But the one thing I love about coming out here running is the fact that it makes me feel better, you know, it gives you endorphins as well. But yeah, I just wanted to be honest and let you guys know every day is not great. I have off days, but I really didn't, honestly, I didn't want to come today. I would have loved to just finish working and then just lay on the couch watching TV, stuffing my face with potato chips, but you know, I can't let myself do that, obviously. And another thing I wanted to talk about was running. So I'm back to, I don't know if you can see them, these shoes. The ones that I bought, the newer ones, the flat ones, and they feel pretty good. But I did that mile again because I was like, I'm not going to record until I've done the mile. And I know for a fact that's the fastest I've ever done that mile. But it said I did it in 10 minutes, I think it was 10 minutes 48 seconds. But when I look at the fastest I've ever done it, it says I've done it in 10 minutes 30, which is absolute rubbish. I don't know if maybe I started the timer sooner, the time I got 10 minutes 30. Because I start my time as soon as I get out of my car, so maybe I don't know. But anyway, like I say, I'm not trying to get the fastest mile mark, but since I'm trying to push myself to run further, I use that kind of as a milestone. It's like, okay, if I can run the fastest first mile, that means I'm pushing myself more and more. But I did stop twice, so I still can't run the entire first mile. I think if I was to run it right now, I'd be able to do it now that I'm warmed up a little bit. But I still, as of right now, can't run the first mile. I run for basically like 4 minutes, and then I walk for like a minute, 30 seconds, or 30 seconds to a minute, I should say. And then I run for like 4 minutes, and then I walk for like 30 seconds to a minute. So I need to cut out those walks in between, basically. So that's what the plan's gonna be anyway. So tomorrow is gonna be Friday. I'm gonna do it again. I'll come back to you guys, let you know how we do. And then Saturday, I'm going to try bringing my dad along again, so I won't record that day. We're just going to try doing a hike, try get him out the house, get fit. And then on Sunday, I'm not going to record at all on Sunday. I'll record when I get back to my office and I'll let you know how it's gone. But on Sunday, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do the whole thing just by myself without bringing this tripod and everything, just to see how I do it, you know? And then I forgot, technically, today, while I'm recording this, today's the 30th, so it's the end of the month, and I told you I was going to do an end of month recap. So since the end of month recap should be due today, but this video you're watching it on Sunday, which is going to be like what, the 3rd of December, 2nd, 3rd of December, I don't know. So I'm going to do the first month recap is going to be on Wednesday this week. So you're watching this on Sunday, and then on Wednesday I'm going to have the first month recap. So I'll show you what pictures of what I looked like before, I'll show you what I look like now. And then next month, when we do a recap, we'll be able to go back to the recap of this past month and see the progress. Anyway, since this vlog's been quite long already, I think what I'm going to do is we'll just jump back to you guys tomorrow and we'll catch up there. So let's do it. All right, so 2 things, actually 3 things. First of all, I just wanted to test out this audio and see how far we can bloody go. It is absolutely beautiful down here. But I also wanted to test out the audio on my sunglasses to see if it sounds any different than having it on my t-shirt. But the funny thing is, so 2 things I wanted to mention. Funny thing is, there's nothing funny about what, well, no, kind of. Anyway, so hip pain is completely gone. Remember last week's video, I had really bad hip pain. That seems to have gone. And the knee pain. So that rest week or two I took off was amazing, because now I feel fine. But I am keeping an eye out, because below the knee, from the knee down, I need to keep an eye out for shin splints, because like right here, don't fall in the bloody water, you idiot. I can feel some pain and a little bit on my ankles. So I'm going to keep my eye on that this week. But one of the things I wanted to say before we go to day 12 is that you want to know how much of an idiot can somebody be, right? So I was stopped talking to you guys for 5 minutes up there on the peak, and I put everything away, I put the tripod away, and then my watch like vibrated and it was like red and it said SOS. It looks like you've taken a big fall. Do you want me to call emergency services? Number one, that's pretty cool, because if that did happen, it was good to know that my watch has got my back. But number two, why was the first thing that my brain went to when I saw that was like, did I? Like I saw it say, you look like you're taking a big fall, and I'm like, did I? Have I fallen? I'm an idiot. But anyway, I just wanted to put that information in this vlog here about my knees, just so, or my ankles, because I feel like I'm going to keep my eye on that, because that seems to be, out of all the things that I need to keep an eye on, that if I do need to take a rest day, it's going to be my ankles. So, all right. Anyway, now let's go to day 11 or 12, is it? I don't know. So guys, we're almost at the end now of this run. Some little ducks behind us. These things, by the way, that I'm walking on, I know for a fact, give it a week and I'm gonna slip on those. They seem like they're on their last leg, to be completely honest with you. They just need to be moved, is what I'm saying. Anyway, the reason I came back again for the third time, even though I said I was done, is because it was making me think of, like earlier I was saying how I felt like shit, basically. Excuse my language, children. How I felt awful. I kind of like forced myself to come on this little run. And it reminded me of, what I'm trying to say is I feel great now. And it reminded me of, you know, there's a lot of people I follow on social media. You know, some of them have a active, fit lifestyle. And I remember seeing clips on Instagram or whatever, you know, someone's story saying, oh, I feel like crap. Oh, I was supposed to go to the gym, but I'm not going to do it. And then they were like, you know what, I'm going to force myself to do it. And then the next story will be them coming back from the gym saying, oh my God, I feel amazing. Guys, listen, if you feel like you don't want to do it, just push yourself to do it. I promise you, you'll feel great afterwards. And I was always like, bloody annoying as hell, man, go away. Because I didn't exercise, I didn't want to hear that. All I'm going to say is I get it. I get it. I'm not going to go into details, but I get it. I feel great now. I've still got about a mile to go, but anyway, this is the final video. I'll see you guys when we get back. You know, no, I won't. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's go. Hey guys, happy day number 12. Today is the bloody day, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, I didn't bring my microphone. I didn't bring my tripod. Just like yesterday, I wasn't feeling that great today. I don't know what it is. I'm just off. This last week I've been a little off. I don't know, like I say, I have no idea what it is. I just feel a little weak, a little lethargic. But I have not a clue what it is. But anyway, I felt the same way this morning when I got up. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to bring the tripod. I can't. We're not going to film that much today. But I'll tell you something. Today is the first day. And it's because of these videos right here. And you guys watching, coming along for this journey. Today was the very first day that I've ran an entire mile. For the first mile, from start to finish, the entire mile, ran the entire thing without stopping. First time I've done or ran a mile in 15 years. 15, probably longer, probably 16 years since I've ran a mile. Now, as you guys know, I've been saying I usually run, for the first mile, I usually run like 4 minutes and then I walk for a minute and then I run 4 minutes and then I walk for a minute. And that usually takes me about 11 minutes or so to get the whole mile complete. Well, today I ran the entire thing and we did it basically at 10 minutes flat. So it wasn't the fastest mile in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a bloody mile nonetheless. So today, day number 12, is a milestone for me, and I would not have done it if it wasn't for this channel and recording these videos, because I kept telling myself I would have stopped like 4 times. Well, not 4, like twice at least. And I kept telling myself like, nah, we've got to get to the end. We've got to do a mile so that I can pull out my bloody phone, start recording and tell you guys that we did it the first time in 15 years we ran a mile. And that is the only thing that kept me going, honestly, was getting up here and being able to say that I've done it today on day 12. So anyway, I'm going to come back to you guys. I'm not going to film. Like I said, I didn't bring my tripod or my microphone today. I'm sweating, man. It's only been a mile. I'm not going to film for the rest of today, though. I'm just going to try and run it. And then tomorrow is Saturday. So I'm not going to film because I'm going to try and bring my dad along with me on these hikes, get some exercise in him. And then on Sunday, I'm going to try running it by myself without bringing my phone or anything, just to see how I am. And then obviously Mondays is my rest day. But on Sunday, I'm going to come back to you after my run and we'll have a little catch up, let you know how I'm feeling, let you know how my legs are feeling, if I'm in any pain this week. And just let you know how it's been. I'll let you know how the rest of today went and how Saturday went and how Sunday went right now back in my office. Let's go. All right, guys, day 12 or 13, is it? I can't remember.
It's day 14. It's day 4. I don't know why I can't do math. 2 weeks, 14 days. It's day 14.
So another week gone. I feel great. The new shoes have been really well. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update while we wrap up this week. It is currently Sunday and this video is going up on Sunday. So I mentioned earlier in the week my feet, like everything below the knee this time, started hurting a little bit. And I think I'm fine. It's just my shins. I think that's from running downhill and using, trying to break myself, and it's just your shins constantly getting hit. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And tomorrow's Monday, so I get an off day. So I get a relaxed day. So it should be fine by then. But this week, we were able to run a mile for the first time in like 15, 16 years, which was incredible. So I'm going to continue starting to do that. On Saturday, like I say, I pulled my dad out with me. And then today, Sunday, I did again. We ran again for a mile and it was great. So that was good. This week has been fantastic. I think next week, I'm going to continue to push myself to be able to run that mile and maybe just run it a little bit faster and faster. So that's what the next week's going to focus on. But it's been fantastic. I feel amazing. Also, before next week's vlog though, because you'll see the weekly update, or not the weekly update, the weekly fitness journey. This will be next Sunday again, but between now and next Sunday, on probably Wednesday, you're going to get the month-end recap, because it's already the end of the month. We're on the 3rd right now. So every month, at the end of every month, I'm going to do a recap, just to talk about how far we've come, what our goals are for the next month, and stuff like that. So I haven't weighed myself in a month. So we're going to be doing that for the video that comes out on Wednesday. We're just going to be, this is where we're at, this is what we look like, this is where we are on our fitness journey. So the next month we can look back on the video and see our progress. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the month-end recap, and then I'll see you next week, the same time, for this video, but the next week's version. All right, see you there. Bye.